Hello, this video is designed with the goal in mind of kind of showing you how to get started. So you've been assigned to teach English 110 and you're like, what do I do? Oh my goodness, I got no clue. It's going to be okay. By the way, I'm Jason Morgan, one of the instructors, professors here at Shaw University. So for each of the English 110 classes, 110, 11, 12, and 13, we have these shells called the professional learning communities. And the goal here is to help everybody save time and effort by sharing things that we have to do. Now, so let's just kind of go through it real quick here. So again, this is the ENG, again, whatever. So the shell is broken up into two categories, okay? It is for the required elements, so there are certain things you absolutely positively must do for every single class, okay? And then there are some things that are suggested assignments, resources, and quizzes you can use as well. The idea here is that we are required to do certain things for the class for every single course, but we also give a little bit of, not a little bit, but we give some flexibility to allow teachers, different teachers, to play on their strengths as far as other assignments, with the understand that there is, specific things that are supposed to be achieved at the course of the end of this course. So, yeah. Again, this is a place to share ideas, so this is kind of a living document, okay? We do ask that if you make changes to the shell, please be mindful not to change any of the required elements, because that is stuff that we have to figure out and decide as a department. We can't just arbitrarily decide what we want to change as far as the required elements. Yeah, so obviously you found this video, so you know that at the bottom of this page is is where you find that. So here's some of the elements over here on the left-hand side. So again, here's like that part. So here's the required elements and then some recommended stuff. And if you just just click on any one of these, just jump to that section. Woo, like that. Okay, so let's look at the required elements. Okay, so you can go ahead and just read this at your leisure. So for English 110, by the time they get done, basically this is what we want them to be able to do. Okay, so that's the thing. Now there are here are the required things for English 110. They need to have a standard syllabus. So your syllabus needs to be exactly the same as every other English 110 teachers, with the exception of your name, class location, and time and such like that. Your tardy policy is actually put on Moodle. It's not put on it's not actually put on the syllabus. And we actually have a syllabus right here. So if you were to click on this, it would download a Word document that, let's just go ahead and do that. So it has a Word document that when you open it up, you will see, ta-da! So then you just enable editing here, and then you just change anything that's in red. Okay, but everything else is already set up for you. Look at that, pretty cool, huh? Okay, and that also includes the grading, the weighting, and stuff like that. So for this, all you would have to do is change, the information in red, and it's going to have to be specific to each section. So if you're teaching 5 sections of English 110, you need to have 5 different syllabi rather, which each have these different sections. Yeah, I know, it's a thing. Okay. Also note that for English 110, there is an essay that you need to give on the first day of class to determine if students should remain in English 110 or be moved to English 111. So this takes a little bit of explanation. All students who are incoming freshmen are automatically put into English 110. It just is what it is. Some of them, English 110 is designed, it's really actually it's not even an English class. Well, it is. It's, what do you call it? I can't even think of the word. Anyway, it's not required per se, but it is a class that is designed to refresh students on the concepts that prepare them to take English 111. Some students may already be well versed enough in what is needed for this class where they can skip 110. Generally, that is not the case. That is the rare exception. I'm just telling you straight up, okay? But what we need to do to determine that is the very first day of class, you need to give them an essay. And the essay is right here. So first day of class, before you do anything else, because of the drop deadline and all this stuff, is that they walk in, introduce yourself, say, hi, I'm Professor Morgan, or whatever, and today we're going to take an essay. That's because you don't talk about the syllabus, you don't talk about anything else, you have them take this essay. And, okay, here's the essay. They get to basically take there's 3 prompts that they can choose from, okay? And they are just going to write it in their own handwriting on a piece of paper and then hand it in to you at the end of class. Okay, and the goal is that, again, you don't have to grade these per se. These are the same exact prompts that we would use for the assessment tool, which is the last writing project in class. It's pretty straightforward. You're just going to look at these essays, and you should be able to tell fairly quickly whether or not a student is super well developed enough that they should not be in English 110. Again, if they really need to have excelled at this, just knock your socks off for you to recommend them to go to English 111. Every student can benefit from taking English 110. Even those who do well can benefit from taking English 110. But if you have someone who is just absolutely phenomenal, then you would talk to them individually and say, hey, listen, based on your essay, I'm going to recommend that you go right directly to English 111. Again, this is not very common. In my personal experience, maybe one student or two per class that has done that, simply because a lot of the students are not prepared very well when they leave high school. Just, it is what it is, okay? Again, I would not say at the beginning, okay, this is going to see if you can test out this class. Don't do that. Just say, just do your best on this assignment, because we don't want to have them be like, oh, well, you didn't think I was smart enough to be out of this class. No, just don't worry about that. Just give them the essay, have them take it, you look at it, and then you talk to them one-on-one the next time you meet. And we'll give more information on that. Okay, there's that. So that's required the first day. Some of the stuff that's required is there is a grammar pretest and a written pretest. Now, note that these are done in conjunction with the Writing Center. It's part of the QEP here at Shaw University. That's a challenge when we have the fall. We have a lot of different classes, but we'll work with the Writing Center, and they will kind of give us directions on when and where these will be given. Okay, I've posted them here just so you can see what they are, but you will not be administering these per se. Especially if you're a new instructor, you're probably working directly with the Writing Center. But I just posted these to let you know that every English 110 class takes the same pretest and the same both grammar and written. Okay, so those are the things. And last but not least is that every class has something called an assessment tool, at least one, to determine whether the student has actually learned what they need to learn to be able to move on. For this, we call it Writing Project 3. It is a 5-paragraph essay that has 3 prompts. And again, you are required to give this essay as it is. Okay, you cannot change it. You cannot change the prompts. You cannot change the rubric or anything like that. You need to use this. For these projects, you need to have both a first draft and a final draft, and they both need to be submitted electronically to you, because that is done for purposes for the QEP, which will make sense later on. Yeah, and this will make more sense once you start putting your class together. But Writing Project 3 is required. To make it easier, there is a standard rubric for Writing Project 3. Now, we use something called Turnitin. Turnitin is a program which you'll learn how to use, where students can submit their files for you to grade. It's actually a wonderful tool because it will help your grading immensely. It also has a plagiarism checker built into it, and when we have to do our notebooks as teachers at the end of the semester, it'll make your life so much easier. So if you click on this right now, you won't be able to look at the rubric because it's a particular type of file, but this will let you import it in to turn it in, and there will be a video showing you how to do that, so don't worry about that. But so those are the required things. These are the things that are required, okay? You're absolutely required to do these things right here. Now, again, if you go back to this required elements again, so then you have these core things that they need to learn. Now, we do have a bunch of assignments already created to help you teach these different things. So let's kind of just scroll down here. So the first recommended assignment is Writing Project 1. This deals with writing professional emails. Do you have to do this particular one? Not necessarily, okay? But it does help quite a bit. The assignment's already filled out for you, okay? Again, Writing Project 2, do you have to do it exactly like this? No, not necessarily, but you can, okay? And again, it also has this rubric right here. And then there are a bunch of quizzes. Grammar is a big part of this class. They have a pre-test for grammar and their post-test, part of their final. Their final is basically a grammar test. And so all these are the different elements that they're going to be taught over the course of the semester for grammar. Usually I do these once per week and I teach concepts, also plagiarism is one of them. But the grammar stuff is basically all this stuff. You will be able to just copy these directly into your shell. And there should be a video that shows you how to do that. There is a final portfolio they get to do. Again, here is the directions for that. Again, do you have to do it exactly like this? No, you don't. Okay, but again, it's already set up for you, and it can be very beneficial for you. You don't have to really create extra work for yourself. Okay, we use a book called Pearson Rider. It's not even really a book; it's an online source. Okay, and you'll get more information about that. But basically, it's an online source, and what I did is that I found a bunch of readings in Pearson Rider that dealt with the different aspects that I'm teaching in the class. So instead of, say, read chapter 5 or read chapter 8, I actually put these links directly into Moodle. So for the reading for the week, they would click on the reading, and then it will take them directly to Pearson Rider, and the textbook will be, and they can access it there from their phone or from the computer, wherever. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So again, these are things that you can just import directly into your shells. In addition, what else we got? Okay, so some other, again, videos on like the Pearson Rider overview, how to use Pearson Rider with MS Word. Again, these are things that were posted. Writing Center, again, you'll learn more about the Writing Center because you're going to set appointments up and whatever. MLA formatting is something that's officially taught in English 111. But if you want to use it, there is a video here that shows students how to format an MLA paper. This also is a video that shows how to log into Pearson Rider. And that was created to help students figure that out. Okay, and then there's, if you click in here, there's resources, a bunch of different tools to help students, short little videos or tutorials for all sorts of different things. We're not going to go into that. Some other items, I did create a practice final that'll help them and have the same types of questions they have on the grammar final. They can take this as many times as they want to just kind of practice the concepts that you've taught them over the semester. And also, so for the final, they do a grammar part and they do a written essay. So then this helps practice with that. So anyway, so this is basically the shell and how it works. So again, it's once again with love, is have the required elements. Again, you have to do these things. You have to do these things. These are required. Okay. And then there's the recommended stuff. Now there'll be other videos showing you how to set up your shell and stuff like that. Your courses later on. This introduces this professional learning community. If you're missing stuff, you have questions, post it to the forum, and play around with it. You can't really break this. Don't delete stuff out of here, please, just because you never know. Especially, again, don't touch the stuff that's in the required elements. Just leave that stuff alone. But we can always add other, so let's say you have a writing project too that you like to do better. You could, say, hey, look, here's an alternate, whatever. But again, just work through that. All right, so hopefully that helps, and okay, move on to the next part. Yay! Whatever that is for you.